Good evening, YouTube. First time I've done an evening video, so I hope the light's good. As you can see, I've sorted out all my back bulbs on my cymbidiums and put them in these pots that I had. I didn't have enough pots for individual bulbs, so I've stuck several bulbs, like in that one there. I've put 5 little bulbs in there, but you know, and that on top is slug pellets because I don't want any little sluggies crawling up. We don't normally have problems with slugs here, I must admit, but I didn't want to risk it. So they've all been sorted out. Yep, so that's done now. Tidied all up for the summer. I've moved them over here to get a bit more sun. They'll get morning sun from over that direction, and they'll get a bit of late afternoon sun. Ooh, sorry to make you dizzy, from up in that direction. So hopefully they'll do good there. If I think they're getting too much afternoon sun, then I'll move them back against the wall over there. But here they get a lot of air movement, and yeah, so they should do well. I've tidied them all up, like I say, and I've put slow release organic fertiliser in them. Could be right, could be wrong, but I wanted to test it and see how it does. It's only a mixture of all sorts: blood and bone, sheep pellets, horse poo, bits and pieces of all sorts. So we'll see how that does for them this year. That one's still in flower. This one here is just opening up. I'm pretty sure that is a second spike there. Come on, focus here. I've got a spike in there, going to open up, and I notice I've got a spike, pretty sure that's a spike back there in one of the big ones, which is a nice white one, so that'll be nice. So hopefully they'll all come into play. I realise all these back bulbs, it's going to be several years before they come into spike, but that's okay. It's not like we haven't got the room here, so I mean, I can't keep them in my orchid house this winter because there's too many of them, so they'll have to go in one of my husband's greenhouses. He's got a few. He's got a big, maybe you see it at the front there, big polytunnel, and then he's got that little greenhouse there. So I thought I'd just do a quick video of what I've done for some of the summer pots. Excuse the hose because I'm about to start hosing and watering. Even though we've had tons and tons of rain, some of my plants still stay dry because they're under the pergola. Anyway, so I've planted these green planters up. Oh, I did those a little while ago, and they're coming away nicely. I've got geraniums and petunias in there, so they're matching. I've got this lovely little stargazer, I think it's called. Oh, Star is Born, Night Sky Petunia. I actually won that at the Orchid Society meeting. And these are my hanging baskets for the summer. They don't look much now, but they'll come on nicely. These are mini petunias, self-cleaning petunias, and they're only, you know, the flowers are probably the size of my thumbnail. And then in between that I've put some lobelia, trailing lobelia, and in the centre, I can't remember what this is called, but it's an upright yellow plant. Sun interruption again, but never mind. Right, so my husband's strawberry planter's coming on. We have had a couple of casualties there, so we've got to replace those. And my neighbour's got loads of strawberries. I think she's willing to give us a couple of strawberries, but it's doing well. Over in Citrus Corner, as I call it, we're missing one. My son nagged and nagged and nagged. My other son, my youngest son, nagged for one of the the lemon tree we had. So I gave it to him. So he's very happy with that. He's cleaned it all up and he's got it in his garden. So we've got the lime. So I've got plenty of limes on it. We've got the mandarin that never produces any fruit at the back there. And then we got the kaffir lime still. So we're going to pull it out of this corner and give it a good clean off. Because they do get a bit of sooty mould back there. So that'll be next when my husband's feeling up to it. He's had a gallbladder operation, so he's not feeling up to it at the moment, but I'm sure he will soon. So these are just a couple of pelargoniums, really deep burgundy ones. And that one's got huge, and that's one of the cuttings from it. So I've just put a petunia in the bottom there, in the front. These are the winter hanging baskets that are still going strong. So I'll leave them until they completely look terrible, and then that primula there, I'll pull that out and I will repot that somewhere in the garden. The pansy I'll just throw away, because that's won't keep those. So around here I've tidied up some of the pots. I've had to take out quite a few of the primulas. They got really mushed up with all the recent rain. So I've put in some French marigolds. I'll keep the abriccia and the silver thing, and we'll see how that comes along. But I know I'm going to have to trim back the abriccia and probably trim it right back in the summer, because that won't go through the summer. And that one's still yet to do. The begonias, the big begonias, are coming out, except for that one there on the right at the back, but hopefully that'll come up soon. So out the front, I've still got the pansies. I've got plants to replace those, but they're still looking good, so I'm not going to do anything with those at the moment. And likewise, I've changed out the primulas here for some of the African marigolds, so they should come along nicely. And that one will be taken away and be replaced with one of the ones I showed you in the beginning. So I'll leave those primulas in there for now. Along the front, still got the geraniums there. They're flowering nicely. These ones here, they will get replaced, but they're looking too nice at the moment. So I'm going to leave those violas in there because they're looking really good. When I do swap them out, I'll pull the violas out and I'll keep the diassica, because that's, you know, cut and come again stuff. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there yet. I'll decide when what's available in the shops. So this side's all tidied up as well, and some African marigolds in there, and like I say, that pot is looking good. And the only thing I really need to tidy up next is the succulent planters. Probably need to trim them back a bit. Need to get something for in that one because it looks a bit bald, and I just need to tidy up that one back there, which has gone a bit overgrown. So yeah, so that's all the update of just the patio planters. And please like, subscribe or dislike, and I'll catch up with you later. Bye for now. Sorry, just thought of one other thing. The keep wanting to call these clematis, but they're cyclamen. I've taken the cyclamen pots out from around the patio now, and I'm going to put them around the back in the shade, because they were getting too much sun where they were. But I mean, they have done so well. They have flowered all winter, so I'm hoping to keep them in there, feed them up through the summer, and put them out again next winter. I'll have to see how they survive.